I think this could potentially be one of the next big hitters, up there with Tokyo Ghoul, up there with some of those dark newer series. And honestly, I'm gonna here talk to you about chapter 1 of this crazy new series that I just only found out today, and that is called Rikudo. It's 15 chapters out at the moment. It's currently in Young Jump, which is in the same magazine as Tokyo Ghoul, and of course another personal hit or miss series like Terra from Mars, and we both know that both of those series are extremely graphic and gory. So one thing I'm going to say straight out there, this is not meant for a young audience. This is a very graphic story, and personally I've only seen like a chapter and a half as of making this video, and so far it seems to be like a martial arts sort of dark seinen series. Like it's going to be focusing a lot on boxing, street fighting, and like we see from the start of this series, we have two like police detectives come into this house, and they find, like, they're calling out this guy, go, Azami, come out, and they see a little boy that he knows, like Riku, actually beating up on his dead father who hung himself in this trashy apartment. And we find out that this guy actually used to beat up on his son and used to fuck him up in every kind of way, like, and he's just there punching his dead father's like corpse like a punching bag, like it's nothing. And it's like, the hell, like what the fuck is this? It's like immediately going into some straight ass like dark ass shit. And even as well, like it seems like they say it so casually, like the main guy as well, like the one that actually taught him how to box as well, like Tokozara, is actually there actually punching the fucking corpse. He's actually genuinely punching. He's like right in front of his dead father, because the kid doesn't give a fuck about his father. His father was a fucking scumbag, and he's there like saying that is how you release it, like a fucking straight punch. And it's like, yo, don't hit the fucking evidence. And he's, look carefully, Riku, this is how a loser look like. He's there completely covered in blood. He pissed himself, like he was a piece of shit. And then it only just gets even worse when his actual mother comes to pick him up and takes him back to this sort of crack den of a house that you got, and comes out with this Yakuza guy that is just there injecting drugs into him. And he's like, yo, fucking come here, like Azumi, I got some shit for you. And it's like she's there straight up blowing the guy as she's getting drugs in front of her child just for some drugs. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was genuinely surprised that I saw this. Like, my taste has grown differently throughout the time, and I've been wanting to see a lot more of the darker side, but I was like, this as a first chapter, he's already just lost his father, and he's seeing like this fucking wannabe like piece of shit Yakuza like getting like his dick sucked from a mother who was a complete crack addict. And I'm like, he's there like saying, yo, stop please. And this guy straight up naked just straight up kicks this poor little kid who honestly he has a lot of resemblance to Killua in a way from Hana. And then he gets like a hot like rice machine or like a coffee machine and puts boiling water all over his face and beats the shit out of him, and then finds out there's fucking corpses in his house. Like this guy's a straight up murderer. Like what the fuck? And even there he used a bit of the training from what that guy had, like his mentor. He just straight up punched him in the fucking chin, completely covered in blood, and this was able to make him like stun down a bit. He's like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Since it was like one of the pressure points that you have there. If you actually hit like someone in the jaw around my head, this actually shakes their entire brain, so their body isn't able to function very well. So he's like there going there, and it's like, what did you do to him? And the kid straight up picks a fucking ashtray, because this guy's like, I'm gonna kill you, you brat. Straight up grabs the ashtray and starts beating the shit out of him to the point where he's dead. Like he is there in a bloody pulp. And it's like, the chapter just ends with like saying, you know, there's a suspect here, like, and so we've arrested one person, there's a 30-year-old dead Yakuza here, and it's like we've arrested his girlfriend, and it's like there's a boy under suspicion as well. I'm like, this is some fucking crazy shit, man. I mean, it's 15 chapters. I mean, if you guys, since I know Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple ended as well, like literally last year, I guess if you really want to move up a notch into a more darker, like sort of like fighting series, then I'd say go straight ahead with it. But honestly, this seems like a really good seinen so far. I mean, personally, I don't know whether or not you guys want me to, if you want me to keep doing like, I don't know, a chapter like a day or a week or something, so until I like, catch up with this series, because I'm generally going to be keeping reading this series. And you know, I feel like I should get many of these people into this series, because it's a brand new series. It's only like 3 months old, and Young Jump has been doing some impressive manga of late. I mean, they've done Zetman, which I've heard is very good. They got Tokyo Ghoul, which I absolutely love. Terra from Mars, although it can be hit and miss. I especially don't like the anime that much. It's still a very enjoyable series, so I'd highly recommend. Definitely give this one. Rikudo, I'll link on a chapter down there for you people to see, but it is such a good manga. For the first chapter is something different, and honestly I've kind of wanted to be getting into the martial arts like sort of like genre for a while. I mean, I've seen Ippo, and this seems like Ippo to the fucking extreme. If like Ippo's like mother got raped in the first chapter or something. But yeah, that's all for me. So let me know in the comment section down below if anyone else has seen this series, because this shit is crazy, man. This shit is absolutely fucking nuts. So that's all for me. So thank you very much, which is always, and I'll see you guys next